So dear students, the points that we are discussing in our previous session is about the completion certificate, getting the completion certificates. Okay, what happened? Not intentionally, but we are going to make some mistakes, or we have to do some adjustments whenever we are constructing the work. Okay, there is slight deviation in the, might be in the design or in the material. It may happen, it is not always going to happen, but in some cases some deviation is there. So that is why that engineers or the contractors or the builders are hesitating to give you the completion certificate. Not everyone, but few of them. Okay, then possession. Okay, so whenever you are going to give the possession to the client, okay, so what documents that you must have, what documents that you must have for giving the possession? Okay, that is nothing but your sell deed, we called it as. Okay, what is sell deed? Anyone can tell me what is sell deed? Sell deed, all the documents that is required to have the sell deed. What is that? See, if I tell you the meaning in Marathi, you will come to know very easily, but in English you must know this word. What is the sell deed? Do you have any idea about this word? What is sell deed? When you are going to give the possession to the client after the completion of the process of the sale deed, ज्याला खरेदी खत असं म्हटलं जातं. ठीक आहे, खरेदी खत, you know that? I think everyone knows it. खरेदी खत. Okay, that is one legal document that will define, yes, you have the rights on the particular plot or the open land or the constructed area, that because that land or the plot you have bought you for yourself, you have paid some amount for the sale. Okay, so that sale deed is there. So in the possession, again, you must know the documents which are required for the process of the sale deed also. Okay, sale deed, खरेदी खत, it may be any type of document. Okay, त्यावेळेस खरेदी खतच असं, it might be the power of attorney also. Okay, if the owner is not the, what can I say, if the person is not the owner of the land, he might get that open land, that is we called it as what we call that बक्षीस पत्र ज्याला म्हटलं जातं. ठीक आहे, so might be that farmer or that person is has got that land from the government authorities. Okay, for doing the farming work and etc etc. So after 30 years 40 years span, what thought comes to his mind? No, I have completed the farming, now I can develop this land. Okay, there is no any scope to do the farming in this land, so can I sell it? So you don't have the right to sell it because the government has issued you that government has given you that particular land. So if you are not the owner of the land, okay, but still if you are interested to sell it, that is not the legal practice. Actually, you can't sell it if it is given by the government to you. But there are hundreds of the cases we are having such cases where the person has sold all his land, though he is not the owner of the land. Okay, in 7/12 abstract, his name is there, but in the other rights, okay, इतर अधिकार जे म्हटलं जातं, in that column his name is there. Okay, that particular land is issued by the government to him just for making the farming purpose. ज्याला सुशिक्षित बेरोजगार किंवा आधी होतं बघा, बक्षीस पत्र केलं जायचं, सुशिक्षित बेरोजगारांना जमीन दिली जायची कसण्यासाठी. ठीक आहे, पूर्वी चालायचा हा कन्सेप्ट. आणि असे खूप सारे शेतकरी आहेत की त्यांनी या जमिनी, त्या बक्षीसपत्र केलं, त्या जमिनीचं बक्षीसपत्र म्हणजे सरकारकडनं रिवॉर्ड मिळाला आहे असं दाखवण्यात येतं, आणि त्यानंतर ते might be they are following some illegal practice and they are just selling it. Okay, actually we don't have the authority to sell the government property, but still our civil is a wonderful what can I say, sector where you can do anything. Okay, you have seen such cases also, you have heard such cases also. Okay, anything can happen in our sector. Okay, though you are not the owner. I think you have seen Mulshi pattern movie also. They are very good example for our sector. Okay, how the land is get means bribed. Okay, कशा पद्धतीने जमीन चोरण्याचे प्रकार झालेले आहेत. How the farmers they got what can I say, they're in one of the trap of the money, and they have just sold out their open land, best land, okay, in very less price. That is why that movie is all about, but still it's a very real picture in our construction sector, huh? Okay, so please be aware about such things also. Okay, that is why every time I am telling you, we are the engineers, we are the civil engineers, and every day you are going to learn each and what can I say, so many new things every day. Okay, don't restrict yourself with the books only. Again, I am reminding everyone, again I am requesting everyone, don't restrict yourself with the bookish knowledge only. If you don't have some practical sense with you, it doesn't work, okay, in your practical life, if you don't have some practical sense with you. Okay, though you are expert here, you have used, so you have read so many books, you know each and every sentence, on what page what is written. Okay, that is okay for you, but practical sense, that technically what can I, the technical sound mind we must have. Okay, so please go through all such real stories also. These are directly related with our sector. Once again I am repeating you. Okay, आणि जरूर आठवण काढताल तुम्ही बाहेर पडल्यानंतर. ठीक आहे माझीच. ओके, की सर असं काहीतरी सांगत होते आपल्याला, आणि माइट बी वी आर नॉट सिरियस अबाउट दॅट ॲट दॅट पर्टिक्युलर मोमेंट. ओके, हे खरंच त्यावेळेस काहीतरी बघायला पाहिजे होतं. ठीक आहे, छान ऑफिसेस असतात. नाव आय कॅन सी सो मेनी लक्झरीज व्हेरी नाईस ऑफिसेस of your colleagues or of you might by our alumni. Okay, they have started their own business. Okay, but still they are facing the problem. Not here only, everywhere you go in Maharashtra. I think in every colony there is one office of contractor. Okay, somebody previously, I think might be 3 4 7 8 years before, okay, when I am graduating, the condition is like this. In every colony, I can say, in every 10 meter square area, square kilometer area, 15 square kilometer area, okay, might be, we are having the offices of engineers. Okay, we are having the offices of engineers. It might be mechanical engineers office, civil engineers office, XYZ engineers office. Okay, so if you want to survive in the market, follow the legal practice and have some technical knowledge with you. Okay, and have the updation of yourself with the current market scenario. Okay, please be update yourself with the current market conditions. Don't restrict your knowledge with the books only. That book will give you one position, but to maintain the position, yeah sir, I got selected in XYZ. Okay, yeah, you're selected, that is okay. Okay, but to survive on that particular position, very difficult. Okay, because our sector, government sector or the private job sector, it looks very nice from outside, but it is difficult also. Okay, that language, that culture, site culture is very different for you at the first instance. After 2 3 years you are familiar with that, but at the initial stage very different. Okay, you are just totally a blank person. Okay, at least for a month you are just totally blank. You don't know what is going on. Sir, something is going on there. काहीतरी चाललंय ते साइट वरती, काम चाललेलं आहे, मी शिकतोय. ठीक आहे, पण पहिले 1 महिना you are totally blank. चलो, continue with the next part of our discussion. Specifications. Yes, this is the part which we are interested. Okay, this is the part which we are interested, which is in there in your chapter number, unit number 2, I say. Okay, my screen is visible or it is paused? I think it is paused. Okay, now okay. Specifications. So how can you define this word? In previous session also we have discussed it. What are the specifications? Specifications is nothing but, or specifications are nothing but the detailed description of your activity. Suppose I am doing the excavation work, so I might dig an area of maybe 10 square kilometer, 1 square kilometer, or might be 0.1 meter square, 1 meter square area I am just excavating. So for excavation purpose I am using some JCB or I am using manpower. So how much area, how much part I have excavated? I have excavated the part having the length 1 meter, having the width 1.5 meters, having the depth 5 meters, suppose. So what I'm trying to do actually, I'm trying to describe the activity in my own sentence, in my own language. So that description of your activity, it may be excavation, PCC, painting, plastering, then you are shuttering, centering, doors, whatever the activities you are doing, fixing of the tiles or fixing of the dados, or might be you are doing the construction of the doors, windows, fixing the frames of the doors and windows. So whatever the construction activities you are performing, you are trying to describe that activity, and the detailed description, we called it as a specification. Dear students, please remember this definition. What are specification? What is the specification? Specification is nothing but the detailed description of your activity. Okay, so that is the first part, specifications. Meaning and purpose of specification. Now, as I told you, the specification is nothing but the detailed description of your activity. Okay. Now, what is the purpose of specification? Why it is required? Sir, हे तुम्ही मेजरमेंट शीट किंवा ऍब्स्ट्रॅक्ट शीट मध्ये हे स्पेसिफिकेशन का दिलेलं असतं? Sir, what is dado? Oh, you don't know what is dado? Whatever the tiles that we are going to fix in our bathroom or WC. Okay, might be. So whatever the tiles that we are going to fix it, we called it as the dados. Okay, dados. DADOs, correct. Spelling is correct. Okay, I think up to half height, whatever the height of your might be toilet or the bathroom, up to the half height, 50% height, we are going to fix it. And now in the bathroom, we are having the fashion of fixing the tiles everywhere. Okay, with LBD hole, we are going to cover up with the tiles. In case of your toilets, we are just fixing the tiles up to the half height. Okay, up to the sea level, I can say, or up to the yes, up to the sea level only, not up to lintel also. Up to the sea level only, we are just fixing up the tiles. Okay, so that tiles which are fixed in the bathrooms and all that, we called it as the dados. Okay, I'm correct, I think. Yes. So the cost of unit quantity of a work is governed by its specification. Very important sentence for you. The cost of unit quantity of the work is governed by its specification. So only based on the specifications, you can decide the cost of that particular activity. Okay, a work is carried out according to the specification and the contractor is paid for the same. Read the sentence very carefully. If any change in the specification, in your specification, okay, that particular change the tendered rate also. Okay, if you change the specification, your project cost will definitely change. Okay, that is why this specification is very important. Okay, please keep the very close eye on this particular part. Okay, if you are going to change your specification, your project cost will change. The necessity of the specification is to verify. Next purpose, the necessity of the specification is to verify and check the strength of material for the work involved in a project. See the importance of the specifications, why it is required, why it is necessary for us to have the specifications. Specification is an essential contract document and is required for the arbitration, as I told you, or the court cases. If there is some kind of dispute between the customer and the engineer, or the client and the engineer, or the client and the contractor, you can take him to the court. If you are the customer and if you find, no sir, this engineer has not worked according to the specification. In contract, he has mentioned something and actually he is doing something. Okay, so in contract, he told you, no, I am going to use Ultratech 53 grade of cement. Huh? Okay, he has just given you that word. I'm going to use the Ultratech. Okay, but actually he is just using some local rubbish material. So whether it is legal practice for the construction, no. So in such case, if you have the legal specific, it's a legal document actually. Okay, essential contract document, which will help you to take them in the court also. Okay, if that engineer is not going to work according to the specifications, you can take him to the court. Okay, or that is for the arbitration. That is nothing but the dispute between the clients, different clients or the engineers or the contractors or the customer. It may be any person. Then again, it is the specification is necessary to specify the equipment, tools, and the plants which are engaged in that particular work. Okay, in that particular work. That is why the specification is very important part, and all the specifications being described in your SSR, that is state schedule of rates. Okay. Now you know the importance. Are you getting this part? Have you understood it? Tell me yes or no. Why it is necessary to have the specifications with us? Are you getting the meaning? Have you understand it? Please respond me yes, no, very fast in the chat box. Or can I take some names? Jitendra Patil is there. I think diploma students are more expert than me. That is my opinion. Jitendra, am I right? Those who have completed diploma, they have very basic knowledge of this subject. Then Mayuri, have you understood the part of specification, meaning and the that is purpose of specification? Harshit Patil, Ganesh Nimbalkar, Swapnil Kakade, Satyam Shinde, then Prapti Dudha, then from boys I will take Suraj, Neeraj, Aniket, Kazi, Akash, Amol. Chalo, respond. पार्ट समजलाय का स्पेसिफिकेशनचा अर्थ आणि त्याचा पर्पस काय? Yes or no? Only two response. Do it fast. Next, fast. I'm checking your chat box. Okay, chalo. The next part I will show you. Okay, principles of specifications. What are the principles that we have to select? Okay, whenever we are dealing with the specifications. What principles are specifications? Which principles we have to follow? Okay, so first is nothing but the description of the item. First principle is nothing but the description of the item, so or the material. So the quality and the size of the materials required to do an item of the work shall be fully described for checking up at the site according to the specifications which have been provided. Now, how to understand this particular concept? Description of the material. Okay, so let's take one example. I will tell you. Very nice example. Yes, it is there. It's a bottle. Suppose I recommended, or in my contractual document, I have mentioned, just this is for your understanding purpose, that I am going to use only Bisleri bottle to cast the concrete. So whether actually I am going to correctly follow it, I have to check it. Or I have mentioned I am going to use only vitrified tiles in your hall, kitchen, in your hall and in your bedroom. So whether you have done it according to the specifications, whether you have done it according to the contractual document, you have to check it. Okay, how to check it? The description of that tiles has been given, okay, in your detailed estimate. Okay, so that is what description we require. Then workmanship. So in case of workmanship, what description we require? We require the complete description of workmanship. म्हणजे कशा पद्धतीने तुम्ही काम करणार आहे. The method of mixing, the method of proportion, how to make, you are going to fix the proportion, the method of laying, okay, laying down any layer, cement, mortar or anything. Then preparation of the base or the sub base in case of your road construction, finishing and the curing items. What strategy you are going to follow? Okay, so again you have to describe that strategy, you have to describe that method in detail in your detailed estimate. That is nothing but second principle about the workmanship. First is about the description of the material. Second principle is about the workmanship. Now third principle about the tools and the plants. So all the tools and the plants which to be engaged are to be carried out, and these are described in a detailed way or in a very concise way. I'm using JCB. Sir, this JCB is having this much of horsepower. Okay, this JCB can work for 10 hours, 20 hours. This JCB, it is having some power shovel fixed at the front end. It is having back end, and we are having the back way at the rear end. Okay, or maybe loader you are using. So sir, this is a 5-ton roller, this is the 10-ton roller. Chalo, that roller will remind me one question being asked in your competitive exams or in interviews also. Dear students, you have seen the rollers which are plying on the road surface, correct? Where there is construction of the road, you have seen the rollers. Can you tell me how much load that rollers are applying on the road surface? Have you think of it? How many cycles of the rollers that you have to run or you have to follow whenever you are doing the road construction? It might be your flexible pavement construction. Okay, you are doing some flexible pavement construction in one of the region, and you are having the roller with you. So how many rounds of the rollers? Suppose it's a stretch of 10 kilometers. How many rounds you are going to actually do? And secondly, what my next question? What is the load that has been applied by that roller? किती टनाचा रोलर असतो बरं साइट वरती जो वापरतात? Please find the answer. I will take 1 minute of. Do you get the answer? 8 to 10 tons. Okay, Saurav has told you 8 to 10 tons. Just a minute, dear students. Okay, so 8 to 10 tons Saurabh has mentioned. Okay, any other answer from any other student? किती असतं रे रोलर कॅपॅसिटी किती असते? किती टनाचा लोड अप्लाय करायला पाहिजे? You have completed the road training also, huh? Correct? I will ask the person who has completed the road construction training. Might be, huh? Might be in buildings also. You must know this. 8 to 10 tons. Okay, that is close to the answer, but not exactly correct. Any other answer? Any other option from any other student? Chalo, respond me very fast. I will give you 1 minute to think on this. Just tell me the how much load that rollers are going to apply on the road surface. Huh? Chalo. 1 minute for you. Huh? Sorry for the disturbance. Today we have some audit work in the college. That is why disturbance is okay. So, please understood it. Okay, so the point that we are discussing is what is the capacity of the rollers? Okay, 10 to 13 tons. 13 टनाचा roller राहतो शक्यतो. ठीक आहे, छोटे आणि मोठेशे दोन बघितले असतील तुम्ही rollers. We are having the two types, 2 or 3 types. Capacity ranges, capacity will going to vary 8 to 10 tons, 10 to 13, 13 to 16 tons. Okay, generally 13 tons, not more than that. Okay, so the frequency of the rotation of that rollers is again get fixed. Okay, again they are going to fix it. Okay, if you see the cricket pitch and this rollers which is they are using on the cricket pitch is a different one. Okay, is a different one, though they require also hard surface, but the specifications are different over there. So generally 8 to 10 and up to 13 tons. 13-ton capacity of the roller capacity they are using. 10 to 13, that range is also there. So 8 to 10, 10 to 13, that range is also there. Okay, you can go for smaller one also. That is again dependent on the type of the layer that you are pouring or that you are laying. It may be only seal coat, it may be a premix, it may be the prime coat, or it may be only what can I say, varying cores of very less thickness, might be 25 mm, 1 inches, 50 mm, 2 inches. It again depends. Huh? Just for repair, short repair and maintaining work, there is no need to use heavy rollers. Okay. So again, the tools and the plans. Then protection of the new work. So the method of protection of the new work against the damage or the method of curing is required. The test of the completed work is necessary. Again, we have to mention the whatever the protection work you have done it. That is just to protect the footing. You are going below 10 meters down and you are trying to protect your footing. Okay, or you have just created the formwork nice. You have protected your site. Okay, it may be in the heart of the city, in the business street, you are constructing something, so you have to protect your site. Again, the detailed specifications, that is description of your whatever the activities you are performed, you have to explain it. Okay, next is again for the expressions and the clauses of the specifications. Again, we will take this part in our SSR only. Okay, so I'm interested to show you the specification. Generally, types of specifications. Now, yes, there will be one theoretical question on this particular part. Okay, that is, what are the different types of the specifications? The next definition. First type of the specification is general specification. Second type of specification, we called it as the detailed specification. Okay, first type we called it as general, and second type we called it as the detailed specification. Okay. Dear students, it's I think 2:50. Yes. So again, today we are having the only 2 sessions. We will take it. Okay. I think last session we will continue tomorrow. Okay. Today, because of other work, I'm not able to continue with the same. So just 3 minutes are left to conclude this session. So still, if you have any doubt with you regarding the today's part or the today's discussion, I know today we got a little bit disturbance many times for 1 minute, 2 minutes, but that is okay. We have some very important audit work we are having. That is why that disturbance was there. So what can I say? Sorry for my side for the disturbance that was occurred. Okay. So specifications, we will take this part, that is general and the detailed specifications, in our upcoming session for our discussion. And also don't miss our next session, because I am going to explain the state schedule of rates, what is SSR and how the specifications are there, that these are mentioned in your SSR, how to use the SSR. Okay, so that very important point we are going to discuss in our next lecture. Okay, so don't miss any lecture. Tell your friends also that you are going to learn about the SSR in detail in our upcoming lecture. Okay, so dear students, I think we can stop our discussion at this particular moment only. Don't leave the session, because I'm going to count your attendance. Please put your roll numbers in the chat box. Meanwhile, I will take your attendance for this moment. Everyone, please put your roll call number in the chat box. Everyone, please put your attendance in the chat box. Is there a doubt regarding today's discussion? Don't repeat your attendance for many times. Please put your attendance just at once. Already I have taken the snapshot of your attendance in the mobile, but still. Is there any doubt regarding today's discussion? आजचा पाठ समजला नाही समजला? Less than a minute is left to conclude this session. When the offline classes are going to start? Hope it will start after Diwali, I think. I don't know about the current scenario, but after Diwali, if the pandemic situation is in our control, okay, then definitely we'll start after Diwali. Everyone is, what can I say, eagerly waiting for the moment when our offline lectures are going to start. Okay, hope so. It will start very soon. Might be after Diwali. As per the, I think our health minister, state health ministers, they are just analyzing the situation. They are